Hannah here and welcome to another Mini Zentangle session. Today is week 3, day 2, and the materials we're going to need are a black fine liner pen or a black biro or gel pen, a black pencil, an earbud and a square piece of card. And for those of you that have asked, this one measures 5 centimetres by 5 centimetres. So if you'd like to get your materials ready, pause the video and come back when you're nice and comfortable. So starting with our pencil and our white square tile, we're just going to draw 2 lines in pencil across the side. And you'll notice that it's about maybe 1 inch apart on the diagonal. And then I'm going to switch to my pen, and those 2 pencil lines are just to give you a rough idea of where we're getting started. And using my pen, I'm going to draw straight over those lines, and those of you that are confident, you don't need to start with the pencil line. If you're confident about drawing straight lines in pen, feel free to just start and draw in pen. So we've now got 2 sets of lines, train tracks if you like. And across the top of the outer 2 lines, I'm just drawing some circles. And you'll notice that each circle is touching each other, but also touching that outer line. I'm then turning it upside down, and I'm going to repeat it, but this time to show you, I'm going to draw an oval instead of a circle. Again, the sides of the oval are touching each other, but also touching that top line. And you'll notice there are gaps in between each one. If you want to, you can colour those gaps in black. Again, this is entirely up to you. But you'll see how just putting a circle or an oval makes it look quite different. And starting from one corner, I'm just drawing a wobbly line from the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom. And then if you can choose whether you want to tangle in the bottom section or the top section. And I'm going to draw some straight lines, and you'll notice that I'm drawing to the right and I've left a gap at the bottom, and I will show you why in a minute. So if you continue to draw these lines, try and keep them a similar distance apart and try and keep them going in exactly the same direction so they look a mirror, sorry, not a mirror, an image exactly of the one drawn before. And then if you turn it upside down and then finish off the bottom ones. And for those of you that are left-handed, you might want to start the opposite way, that's fine. We've now drawn and filled in the bottom part, and now we have to fill in the top part. So to make this easier, I've turned it so that the bottom tip is facing down, and I've drawn a line that way. And the reason why I've done it this way is because I want to show you that when the 2 rows of lines are put together, they form like a point, because you don't want to repeat the same orientation as the first set. I'm then going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to repeat it again, mirroring the images, mirroring the lines, excuse me, going the opposite way. And what we are left with when we finish is something that looks a little bit like that. Switching back to our pencil, I'm going to decide whether I want this to be the top or the bottom, or this to be the top or the bottom. Once decided, I've decided that this is going to be the bottom side. I'm just putting some pencil just to the right of that centre line. And you'll notice that with the pencil I've not taken any or drawn any on the other side, which is the top side. Switching to the smudger, the earbud or the blending tool, I'm gently bringing that pencil down. And you'll see that it's starting to look, I think it looks like the top of a mountains or a sand dune. And I don't want to bring the pencil down too far, but what I am going to do is, because I want to add some more definition, I'm just drawing another row of pencil along the top. And that's about it for this tangle. I'm just putting my little chop in the corner, and I'm going to show you some examples. This is one I drew before, and you'll notice that I've drawn the ovals on both sides and I've coloured the gaps in between. You'll notice that I've also put some shading down the inside of both of those, the first lines that we drew. And you can see that some of these have got little gaps in, which is called a sparkle. So when drawing these, all I've done is I've drawn a line, I've stopped and then repeated it a couple of millimeters apart, and I've done 4 lines in a row to get that effect. And I've done a smaller one down here, and then the other way up I've done a couple on this side, and I think it just gives that little extra bit. This one I've drawn, I don't know what I was thinking, but I feel that it's come out almost the shape of a side of a leaf, that being the tip, and I quite like that. And this one I've actually drawn 2, one on top of the other and then the other one underneath. And if you remember, when we did the tangle yesterday, we did the first 2 lines, and then when we drew the second ones we stopped when we met the first line. That's exactly what I've done here. And finally I've drawn one that I think looks like a picture frame. So I've drawn a square around the outside, and then I've filled it with the orbs on the outside, and then I've drawn the inside lines, and I've carried on. So I've still got 2 sets of 2 lines, and then I've just drawn lines from each corner to that, each corner to the other corner, and then in the centre I've just drawn the outside, the other side of the orbs. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I look forward to seeing your artwork, and please join me for tomorrow's tangle. Bye for now.